And just like that, guys, it's time for another Wizard 101 stream. How's everybody doing today? I'm excited. Look where I'm at. I am in Dragonspyre. Whew. So if you caught me on the last stream, which was Wednesday, we went ahead and made a ton of progress. We finished off Mushu, and we started off Dragonspyre. Now, I have not been idle since we last talked. I took a little day off of streaming, and we did some offline work, and let me show you where we have started from. So let's go ahead and take a look at our character as of now. So Kieran Sandhammer still here. I think we gained about 2 levels because we were at level 45 when we left you guys last on Wednesday. Okay, so we gained 2 levels. We gained at least 1 or 2 training points. I think 1, because I'm having trouble with 1, unfortunately. I went ahead and finished a whole bunch of Grizzleheim stuff and got that taken care of. Energy is up. Obviously, the regular things. I went and did some gardening just a little bit before I got online. Okay, looks like nothing's changed right here on any of these things right here. Everything's about the same. I haven't had a chance to try to go farm for the Zeus helmet yet. Maybe I'll get a chance to do that later. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to our advanced statistics. Still the same. I got a 20% critical rating. That comes from Queen Dakota. And let's see here. But look at this. Ooh, my healing in now has a 43% boost. And my healing out a 14% boost. This is good stuff right here. And let me show you how this changed up here in just a second. And also my power pips percentage. I think last time we were looking like 66%, which honestly is pretty good. Now I'm at 71%. So that gives me power pips at 71% of the chance. Boy, that is awesome. It makes fighting and battles a whole lot easier. So on the gear front, if we take a look at the gear that has changed. You know, hats stayed the same. Let's see here. Our robes have stayed the same. Oh, boy, I'm almost filled in my backpack. I got to sell some stuff again. My shoes have stayed the same. Same Sky Iron Hosta. I don't think I get anything better than that for quite a while. And let's see here. First thing I did is I went and upgraded my Thame. So notice this. I now have a 10% chance on my power pips. That went up a percentage point. Plus I got healing increase on this, 13%. So that's pretty good. I went ahead and I'm using now the Monk's Charm of Aplomb, and I can actually add something to it. It already comes with 25 bonus, but I think we'll do that here before we start. But this has a Feint card on it. Since I haven't been using Feint, this actually gives me an advantage in some of my boss fights. So this will be really useful to have this card here, and the charm and this, you know, and the amulet here is going to be a perfect thing. In fact, let's go ahead and pick out something to add to it. So we have a teardrop. So let's just go to all my teardrop ones. So I can add 37 health. I can add 17 mana, which is not a bad idea. I can add 12 health, or I can have 14 health. Well, I'm probably going to be wearing this for a while since it'll be my Feint card. So let's go ahead and just boost the health, because you know what? You never know when you might lose. So let's go ahead and select socket. I selected my socket. Is my socket not good enough? Huh. Oh, a fix. There we go. Okay, once you... Yep. So let's add it in there. Boom. My blemished health opal of 37. So now I got 37 more health, which is nice. As simple as that. Now, if I ever take it out, I'll probably destroy it, but that's okay. That's part of what this is. And I seem to get more than enough different jewels, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay? Like, for instance, my pet right now, she could use a jewel. Okay? But I haven't found anything I liked. Like, these are all... Looks like they're all pet stuff. So I'm kind of waiting to see if I can get something else that's not a pet thing, because I'd like something that would actually help my character out. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those blank, and maybe we'll see a different type of socket pop up or something else. Again, I'm not as familiar with that stuff, so I'm trying to keep aware. Also, plus I'm watching out for a time so I can go ahead and finish training my guy, because I want to go ahead and get him up right here. I need to go ahead and see if I can get that last thing. So I got to get my guy up to epic. Well, anyway, so that's where we're at. So let's get going today. Let's go ahead and clear out some monsters. We are in Dragonspyre. A lot of people don't like Dragonspyre, and I think there's a few reasons why Dragonspyre is not everybody's favorite. One, if you look at the color choices, it kind of uses red, which, if you know anything about color theory, red doesn't comfort people. But it uses but the blues and the purples it uses, they're not really like bright. Blues or purples are very, what do you call that? They're very muted blues and purples. Let's go to Zerathax. Okay, there he is. So those are a lot of the reasons why I think Dragonspyre is not anybody's favorites, because the colors are so muted and dark and dingy. Very unhappy place.
Yes, that's it. But there is more. That this tower
exactly
key only opens the door to the first tower. You must activate the crystal at the top to open the portal to the main tower.
Okay, we're going to bring him down a little bit for more talking. That should be better. Okay. Well, good.
Go. Activate the crystal.
Yes, that's what we're going to do.
Then I will tell you how to reach the main tower.
So I think those are some of the reasons why there's a lot of, I really don't like Dragonspyre. Those are some of the reasons right there. It's just really dingy and dreary, and if you look at the sky, it's always that dark purple, smoky thing behind you. And so, it's just a very unhappy place, unfortunately. But hey, you know what? Everybody has their own favorites, right? Like, for instance, I think for a lot of people, Azteca is a favorite place, and it's really neat. I mean, the artwork that went into it, the design of the place, and how can you go wrong with magic wielding dinosaurs, right? Absolutely one of the coolest places that King's Isle ever came up with. I'm still, I still like the whole Marleybone, the whole steampunk type of thing. So that's always been a favorite of mine, And even though it's kind of dreary, kind of like this, because it has all the darkness, and I think that's what, one of the things that deters people from it. Okay, now I don't have to fight if I don't have to. If I don't want to, Marleybone has its own little charm to it. Like, I got a quest waiting for me in Marleybone. Maybe we'll go after it a little bit later.
Shimmers to life.
Ah, yes. Okay. I really like the way this the whole thing works in here as you light up the crystals. This is like one of my favorite parts here of Dragonspyre. Okay, so let's go back to Zerathax, and let's keep this going. So it's Friday. How many of you guys are ready for Friday? I bet you a lot of you have. I bet you if you're in school and you're doing online or distance learning, you're probably turning in stuff, because I bet you a lot of your teachers have like Friday deadlines on things. So I hope you well. Don't forget to get that stuff turned in. I would hate for anybody to miss it. Cool. And I know I just spent, a good portion of my morning calling students who haven't turned anything in yet and making sure that they're okay, making sure that they don't have any questions. I want to make sure that they're able to turn in their work and they get the credit for it that they deserve. So that's a lot of it. If you're working from home, whoo, fantastic. I know your pain. Trying to stay productive and keep yourself healthy and stuff. It's pretty important. So hopefully you're getting a lot done during the day, during your work day at home, getting things taken care of. Here we go, Zerathax again.
You have done well, wizard, but we are not.
Oh
finished.
no, we are not.
There is more still.
Let's do this thing.
We have begun and are on the way to freedom.
Yes, we are.
The first of 4 towers is
Yep.
completed.
Mm-hmm.
I did not tell you it was so many because I feared you would leave me in a former.
Oh, come on, let's just get on with it.
Speak to the wizard therein and get the tower key.
Okay, get the tower key. I'm going to go ahead and put my melee deck on in case I do get stuck in a fight. So let's go. Oh, I got to talk to Lydia Brightmoon. To Lydia Brightmoon. Okay, so now I really just don't remember how long these quests are. I'm thinking overall, it's probably going to take us at least 3 streams, 3 2-hour streams like I've been doing it, to be able to get through this. Now, you'll notice that the worlds, pretty much from Krokotopia on, they start getting a little bit longer as far as all the different hoops you have to jump through. So, nothing unusual. It's just the way the game works. They start adding more to it. Plus, the fights get more challenging, especially the boss fights. You know, boss fights, which normally would have only taken you about, 5 minutes, say in Crocotopia, are now starting to take, 15, 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour. So, or even longer. So, everything changes.
You're no member of the Dragon Titan's army,
No,
are
I'm
you?
not.
You must have come for the tower. I don't have it on me.
Okay.
But I know where it is.
Shh, tell me
Unfortunately,
more.
The way there is too dangerous for me to show you. Do me a favor, and
Uh-huh.
I'll help you out.
That works for
Please
me.
go and defeat some monsters, then return here.
It's always about, defeating some monsters. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to go ahead and knock out 4 soldiers. Let's go ahead and find ourselves soldiers in the tower archives. Restless soldiers. That's what we want. We don't want those wandering wizards. Okay. Now, I think I do remember sometimes getting your mix of guys you want to fight is a little bit tougher in here because they mix the types up quite a bit and how they're wandering around. So I'm going to try to find a place where I can get 2 soldiers close by. That way I can, I really don't want to get a wandering wizard if I can avoid it. Wandering wizard just get in my way, right? Okay, well, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's go for it. Did I get 2? Yeah, I got wandering wizard. Okay, and see, that's what makes and that's another thing that makes these fights last a little bit longer here is because of that. Yep, let's go ahead and put that on her. Why not? We are going to be using Sandstorm to clear out our monsters here. So, ooh, yep. Gotta love my pet, because I do. I love my pet. She's a good girl. Okay, let's go ahead and clear out some of these. Attack. So, anybody has a big plans for the weekend? Probably not, since we're under a 2-week quarantine, or at least we are where I'm living. How many of you guys are under quarantine? That you cannot leave your house, shelter in place. I've been hearing that a lot of you have. Now, there's been some news coming out, and see, here's some things you need to think about this whole thing, and you need to keep it in perspective. Things are not grim. I mean, it's tough that we're all in our houses and under quarantine, and we're not able to, go out and see our friends and talk to people. But things are, and the economy's slowing down, and people aren't able to work and earn a living. That's all difficult. But the numbers that you're starting to see, don't let it worry you that we have a lot more cases. I mean, we're finally testing to a degree where we can mark this out. And honestly, if we're actually honest with ourselves as a country, most of those cases have been here for months, okay? Because we have not been really zeroing in on this as much as you can. In fact, it seems like the more we test, the lower the death rate. Yes, the lower the death rate, and that's been a trend that's been going on quite a bit. So there's lots of good things happening, and that should show you that this is not nearly the thing to worry for. Probably the worst thing right now is the economical impact that's happening to our country. So, just keep in mind those who are trying to work, help them out, if you can. Definitely, if you're a student, try to help out your parents, take care of your business so they don't have to chase you down and work you, and, let's just keep a positive attitude as we work through the rest of this challenging time that we have together. And I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's safe. Let's go ahead and knock her out, and then we'll take another shot at him here in a second. See, already you're starting to see how much longer fights in Dragonspyre are going to take, And look, I mean, my health, boom. See, now as opposed to me barely getting hit at all, now I'm sitting like, below 1,000 for health, So, I mean, little fights like this now are more challenging than they are. And plus, since I have to defeat 4 soldiers, starting to see why this, why a lot of people are not super thrilled about Dragonspyre. It's okay, because we're going to get in here and we are going to take care of these guys. Bam. Toast. Oh, good girl. It's a little late, though. I could have used that a minute ago. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and find some wisps. So what else is going on? Usually I love to talk about movies because I love hearing about the new movies, new things coming out, and stuff that's happening. Okay, so it looks like the wizards do count as wandering soldiers. Good. So we just have to do one more fight. Good. Okay, I was worried about that. I didn't want to have to do 4 fights. Sometimes you never can tell. Okay, so there we go. We got a restless soldier right there. Let's take care of that one. And, hey, it looks like we're actually getting 2 restless soldiers in here. No worries there. Okay, so should we just go quickly? Yeah, let's just go ahead and hit that sandstorm right on, and let's rock them down. Yeah, well, you know what? So movies, lots of movie delays, unfortunately, because of everything. So we're not going to be able to see some of the stuff like, for instance, the new Wonder Woman movie that I'm kind of excited, Wonder Woman 84, that's been delayed, so we're not going to see it on its original release date, unfortunately. Lots of things got pushed back. Earlier the new James Bond movie was pushed back, so we're not going to be able to see that on time either. So if you're a movie guy and you like to catch some of those big blockbuster movies or stuff that you're kind of invested in, like both of those series I'm definitely invested in, I'm gonna kind of miss that's all going to be delayed and everything. Oh well, that's just the way it works sometimes. Wizard 101, let's talk some Wizard 101. Hopefully the developers have plenty of time doing that, because I think this is a job right here. Game development is something you can definitely do. You can definitely work from home. You can definitely get a lot done. So I'm crossing my fingers. Those guys are in there coming up with some fantastic stuff for the summer. I know that their work, rumors are that they've got a new world that they've been working on. Also, that the entire Wizard 101 game engine is getting an overhaul, which will be really, really neat. It'd be neat to see some different things in the game engine itself, which would improve timings, which would improve latency and such like that. I mean, it's not like an action game where you're dealing with latency or anything like that, but I mean, it is something that, that if you're not understanding much about, it could make a difference. Like, for instance, a few things I would love to see them adjust. Like, it would be great if we could jump over obstacles when we're running around things. I mean, just simple little things like that would just make the world a little bit more real, a little bit more attainable, a little bit more engulfing, if you could do things like that. And honestly, I think, with some programming, they could get that done. I mean, obviously, they can still keep us from jumping into lava pits and such like that, But there we go. We got it. Fantastic. Goal accomplished. Let's go talk to Bright Moon. Grab that health there. And let's keep this going. Now, I did do some farming on Lore Master while we were gone. I probably fought her about 15 times. Didn't get anything. She's being real stingy.
With your help, you've made this area a safer place. The tower key is in my desk drawer over there.
Yeah, so I'll probably be doing some more farming with Lore Master, see if I can't get a cool spell that I like a lot or something like that. Not sure yet, always looking for something neat to add into my mix of spells. Okay, let's go catch up with Zarathax. There's a book called Dragonlance, and they had these creatures called Draconians, which is pretty much the same as these dragon characters they have in here, and they were warriors. They were magic wielders. They were basically half man, half dragon. They were pretty neat. And so when I started playing Wizard 101, it just took me back to that series of Dragonlance books that I read and enjoyed all those years ago. They were so much fun to read. But yeah, this was really cool when I saw these guys come to life.
The tower key.
Oh, yeah.
The Draconian reaches for it, but you...
What did the nasty wizard say about me? Do not believe. You are the mighty.
Uh-huh. Okay, come on.
Without the keys in your hands.
Let's go to the second tower. Woo! Let's go.
Top of the second tower.
I do like activating these crystals. This is one of the cooler quests that I think we've gotten to do. I think it's pretty neat when you get a good look at it, For the longest time, I didn't know you could really see more of the world by hitting right-click and holding it down and moving your wizard around. I always thought it was kind of, Tower here. Woo! Go in there. I always thought it was kind of, I don't know. You couldn't really see a whole lot. And so, it's, yeah, lots of things I didn't know when I first started playing this game. How's Dragonspyre? Dragonspyre is Dragonspyre. I enjoy it. How are you doing, Lykex? Or Xylek? Or Cynicus? We'll call you Cynicus. Okay. Unless you have a preference. Thanks for stopping in and checking out the stream. Okay, yeah, like, see, I remember I didn't know you could really do this, where you could, like, you know, zoom it out like that. That was something I didn't know for a while. Oh, Kyle Goldencrafter. Okay, there you are. How you doing, Kyle? Oh, no. Well, try to get through this really quick. Hopefully you're having a great day, Kyle. I'm having a great day myself. I'm getting to play some Dragonspyre with my wizard, my balance wizard. It's very good. Okay. Let's see here. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's go ahead and take this out. Ah, you're in Dragonspyre yourself? That's awesome. Which wizard are you working on now, Kyle? Because you had a different wizard last time we had spoken months back. You know, have you been working on a new one recently? I've been enjoying my balance one. Ooh, okay, fire wizards. Those guys are fun. You know, once you learn how to wield that damage over time real effectively, I mean, they're dangerous, you know. You can sit back and heal yourself with some of those spells while you're killing things, and it's good times. Okay, yeah, let's pass this, and we'll just go ahead and use that right up. So what do you like about your Pyromancer, Kyle? What do you like most about it? What do you like about that character, about that school? Anything in particular? Ooh. I'm going to finish these guys off right here. And just like that, they're gone. Yeah, damage over time spells. You get so many with the Pyromancer. So many different options, and some of them, they can just be wildly powerful if you work them right. I guess the only downside to some of those damage over time spells is they take extra time to work. You know, I bet you they would be really good during PvP. I bet you a Pyromancer during PvP is probably pretty hard to counter, because you probably can't put up shields enough, especially if you use those spells real effectively.
See?
Ah, yes, I have all the power.
I do not lie.
Uh-huh.
The Necromaster commands one of the wizards of this world. He is
Okay, so I have to go talk to another wizard. Why don't you just keep the keys all in the same place? Okay. Now, let's see here. So, we've got 3 main areas to Dragonspyre. We've got the Athenum, the Crucible, and the School. And actually, yeah, Dragonspyre is a pretty big world. I'm hoping I can do it in 3 streams. Let's see here. Gotta defeat the Gloomstrider. Petroff Gloomstrider. Oh, yeah, while I'm wandering, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up this quest from Caitlin Nightseeker. Okay, back to Gloomstrider. Ah, yes, there he is. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure we have the correct deck on, too, before we run into this. So, can't run into this blind. I can get myself in trouble. I don't know if I can defeat him with a bunch of a bunch of sandstorms. I mean, I might be able to survive it, but...
You're the sneaky one to have gotten this far. Now you wish you'd snuck away while you had the chance.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's jump into this deck. I did get a chance to go through and redo a lot of my decks. So, yeah, I went ahead and bought some bigger decks where I could have more of my my school spell loaded up at one time. That way I could keep the spells I use most often, most available. Very good. Looks like I'm going to be able to knock out the Rock Reaver in one shot. Here we go. Yes. Yeah, whenever I'm in boss fights, you know, when you got two guys, my strategy is to knock out. Are you kidding me? Tower defense. Can you give enchants so you can hit harder at low level? Oh, you could, Kyle. I might ask you for some of those because I don't have any of those. Is there a way to get them legally though? See, I don't like getting stuff that we're not meant to have. Is there a way you can craft them or something? Geez, that spell kind of really blew it out at me. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that tower spell. And I can get it out. Yeah, I might ask you for him, Kyle. I want to find a way where I can get him myself without, you know. I guess I need to go find some place where I can buy him. Bazaar, I guess, is the easiest place to buy him if there's any there. But I've checked the Bazaar the last 2 times. There haven't been any there. And I don't think there's any library that sells any of those enchants that I've discovered, at least down at these levels, you know, which is unfortunate because I would love to be able to go ahead and do that. There we go. Just what I need. Let's get him out of the way. But thanks, Kyle. I appreciate the offer. Let me think about that. Let me see if I can find another way to get it myself. And then I might take you up on that as well. I mean, because it's not like I can't take him down. Yeah, Celestia, right? That's the only place you can buy him. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. I'll think about it, okay? Thank you so much for the offer. I'm going to keep hammering these guys right now because none of these guys are so tough I can't handle them. It just takes a moment. And I like to, I don't know. I like to use what they give you at the levels. You know, not try to OP myself. I mean, I already feel bad about OPing myself a little bit with my bird. You know, I already feel like he's already adding a little bit more to my experience. But, you know, not that I want the fights to drag out either. You know, it's a tough balance. It's a tough balance trying to get exactly where you want. You know, because I mean, I like to get myself up, but I like to do it in a way that the game has made a path for you that doesn't seem like I'm skirting things, you know, like, oh, you know, like having a pet that, you know, gives me a spell that I'm not supposed to have for like 5 or 6 levels. You know, I don't like trying to skirt the game that way. You know, at least with this pet, it's really just giving me extra blades so I can use multiple blades. Yeah, so I mean that's one of the reasons I'm good with this. Plus, and you know, I couldn't help it that gives me a critical advance. I kind of find that a little cheaty at this level too, but I take it. Mind if I add you? Not at all. Not at all. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and add one more blade. Let me go ahead and throw a... Okay, so... DQ. I think that's an O. Okay, I'll just copy yours. Oh, did he throw a tower shield up? That loser. Okay. Let me go ahead and get that. $5Q, 3Z. 3Z. E. There we go. There we go. Austin Moon, we are in. Very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and level up again since the tyrant there threw a tower shield on me at the last minute. That guy's killing me. Okay, here we go. Yep, going to see more tower shields from here on out, so I got to find a strategy that deals with those more effectively. Something I got to think about at all. Let me go ahead and throw out a thank you to Kenny is my husband for giving me a follow yesterday. Hopefully you're having a great day. Thank you for checking out the stream and doing that. You know what? I'm gonna throw this on you. Let's see how that does it for you. Let's use my new feint card that I got from my amulet. Let's pop that in there. Yeah, that's not gonna feel good when that hits you, Petrov. Not so much at all. Okay, I really am not gonna need all this stuff. Let's go ahead and let's throw another shield on while I'm going. Hey, thank you for a second follow there. Hey, Weck, how you doing today? Vec, hopefully you're having a great day. I'm having a good day. No headaches. I had like 3 days of headaches this week, but now my head's all clear. It must be the weekend. I can smell the weekend coming. Not that I think it matters anymore since I'm home all the time now. You know. Okay, so it's kind of funny. Glad to see you in chat. Fantastic, and thank you again for the follow again, Kyle Golden Crafter. Very, very cool. Appreciate the new follow you just threw on there. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy knocked out of here, Mr. Petrov Gloom Strider. Fantastic. You're toast now. Not going to let you throw up any more of those weak-minded. Well, you know, it's not like I could stop you. You could, if you wanted to throw a tower shield up, you could, like, ruin my day. Which weekend are we talking about, the day or the singer? Oh, I'm talking about the day. You know, it's Friday, so we're heading into the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for me at least. You know. Whew. All done. Now, let's see here. So I guess I got what I needed, so let's go talk to Zarathax. I'm going to have to clear my inventory out here pretty quick. Which weekend? Yeah, I'm talking about the day. Let's use a teleport hub. That seems like it'd be a little quicker. Ooh, and look, an actual magic wisp. I do know later, I think after this, you don't see those floating around in areas as often. In fact, you hardly see them around in areas like this. Okay, Zarathax.
I told you that I was your friend.
Of course you did.
Wizard, he was.
Yeah,
Now we can be friends, right?
Yeah, I have nothing to fear. Oh, no.
No enemy can
Okay.
enter the city from outside into the tower and activate the crystal. Soon you shall reach the main tower and defeat the necromaster.
Okay, we're down to crystal number 3. Weekend. So there's a singer called Weekend? I'm not sure what you mean there, Kyle. Okay, let's get on up here. Let's keep it going. What? Okay, am I on the right tower? Okay. The arrows up here can be kind of deceiving. Use green crystal. Is this the green crystal? Okay, it's a green crystal. Let's stay out of reach of these guys. I don't want to have to fight anybody here right now. I think this is almost where I got caught last time. Okay. Yes, here we go.
Activate the crystal.
Nice.
It shimmers to life.
You know, it's more of this stuff that we could see makes the world become like the dragon up there. That's awesome. You know, more of these things, like these special things that we could get better views of, definitely can make the game even more exciting, I think. You know, because you're actually seeing what's happening. I don't know. I kind of like that idea. Okay, stay close to the edge. Okay. Okay, I might want to add those spectral blasts. Oh, I might. I usually have spectral, you know, what I've been finding with my balance wizard is I've been using my balance wizard. I think we have to go back this way. There we go. Is that, well, yes. Well, you know, and what I do is if I come into a balance boss, what I do is I have a different deck that I set for that. So, for instance, you know, if I come across a balance boss deck, I have that stacked with spectral blasts and with my Hydra right now. That way I can have a couple different options of dealing with it.
You would prove useful to defeat the necromaster of the last key.
The last key.
Somewhere in the streets.
Yeah, no, I've definitely thought about that.
Search the streets, but the broken tower until you find the key.
Search the street by the broken tower.
Close.
Boy. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the dragon key. It's by the broken tower in the street, apparently. Ah, nice. A little bit of health wisp action there. No, that's good advice, Kyle. Yeah, no, I mean, early on I figured out that, you know, balance bosses, the spectral spells, those are the spectral and, say, the Hydra, those are the spells you want to have on hand for those. And I'm sure later on the Chimera as well would be a very good option, too. At least that would be my thought. Oh, there's the key. Sitting in a dragon claw. Very cool. I kind of like that. That looks pretty neat. Dragon claw sticking up out of the ground, all shiny and shimmery with a key. Oh, yeah, the labyrinth. Woo. Yep, that is not a favorite place for most people. What sucks is when you do it, then you have to go right back into it again to do something else. Ugh.
You have found the last key. Yes. You did
Yes.
a great
Very
deed,
good. Or you get a
mighty
spell
wizard.
quest in there, then you have to go back in and do it all over again.
Crystal on the great portal on the center platform opens to the main tower. Fight your way to the main office. You will get what
Oh, I
you
like the way
work
he puts that. Fight your way to the main. Okay, well, let's go do it then. Last crystal. We're going to go ahead and get this thing taken care of. And, of course, you know, Zarathax will betray us and try to attack us, and then we got to fight him afterwards. Not a problem. Yeah, Kyle, the way I've been playing my balance character is it came to my attention very early is that, you know, the balance spells are fantastic against every school except for balance. But the spectral spells are fantastic against balance. Ooh, you got Team for Labyrinth? That makes it go a whole lot quicker. That's awesome. You should be able to buzz through that pretty quick then, Kyle. Especially if you have some guys that know what they're doing. That should be a lot easier, especially in those fights. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat there. Are you having a good day? I am definitely having a good day. You still running that ice character? Let's see here. I think I've had you in chat before, Jackie, haven't I? It's been a while though. Okay, let's go ahead and get this turned on. There we go.
The crystal, and it shimmers to life.
I believe I have. You know, I'm trying to get better at recognizing names that I've had in chat before, and I'm pretty sure I've seen yours before. Full team, that's awesome. Death 20 and Storm 2. That sounds familiar, Jackie, but I remember you. I'm pretty sure I remember you being in chat before. Well, hopefully you're having a great day. Thank you so much for stopping in chat. You know, fantastic. I am working the towers right now. Yeah, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm having a great time. In fact, you know, I'm feeling good. You know, I had 3 days where I had like some really horrible headaches this week, and so I just kind of powered through them as best as I could. You know, and you know how that is. It's just like, ugh. But now we get to play some games this weekend. I'm going to do some work on the house this weekend. Of course, you know, I've got to make sure all my kids turn in all their work for school. Very cool, the Crystal Vortex. Isn't this neat? Let's go around. I don't want anything to appear for me and, you know, cause me issues. This is so cool. See, this is one of the cooler quests, I think. Nice. Okay, so we have the portal. So let's do this. And there's the tower. And let's see here. I want to look around. Okay, yeah. So there's everything else. Very cool. I like to try to get an idea of where everything is when I do these things. Okay, I got mostly full health. I'm good. Let's do this thing. Okay, so the biggest thing I got to worry about, the thing I got to beware, is make sure I have the correct spell deck on before I jump in. Oh, really? Well, no. I'm just somebody who's been playing for a long time and enjoy it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the right deck. This is the one I need for this fight. Okay. Well, Zarathax, let's do this thing. Wisdom. Well, I don't know if I got a whole lot of wisdom, but I'm trying to have a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and put on a few shields. Nice. Like knowing the deck. I try to know my decks. You know, everybody has their own strategies, and I've learned a lot from watching a lot of people play over the years. Yeah, and, you know, I used to, like, put a whole bunch of stuff in my decks, and now I've gotten a lot better at narrowing it down to stuff that's going to help me, you know, survive fights and do a better job on fighting and stuff. Now, of course, each wizard, you know, they have their own strategies, so it's about figuring out what works up with each one. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you know, what I've learned about the whole gear thing, Jackie, and I'm sure you've probably already experienced this too, is some gear works better for some things than others, you know? And it's pretty easy to focus on one thing. Like, early game, I try to focus on power pip percentage, because the more likely I get power pips, the quicker I can, like, throw spells at. Oh, yeah. Yeah, PvP's tough. I've never been a big PvPer. I got to figure out the right type of gear for PvP. I do want to try some PvP out, and I've been taking suggestions from different people over the last several days as far as what might be a good direction to take that, you know. Ah, yes. Like this guy. This guy's pretty cool here. Won't finish him off, but we'll get pretty close. Oh, he did. Nice. Oh, perfect timing. Good girl. Yep. Yeah, so different sets of... Well, that's not going to do me any good now. Okay, I don't need all three of those on there. Let's go ahead. This is probably going to take at least, 3 or 4 hydras, maybe a few spectral spells. This is going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot of beating back and forth here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole queue... I like some of the things that they've done recently where you can, like, save different clothing sets, because, you know, the more I play with different clothing sets, I find, you know, some clothing sets, especially in the later game, can help you do different things. When do I usually shield? As soon as I get a shield. I try to throw up shields pretty quick. I'm just kind of stuck to the way the deck is pulling cards out for me right now. So we're going to see where that goes. Hey, if you're hopping on the stream and you haven't seen me, my name is Kimisei. I have my own YouTube channel, Kimisei Gaming, where I have all my stream replays as well as my Let's Play for my Minecraft. I gotta get a new video up and ready for this week. I'm doing a lot of streaming recently because, well, let's just be honest, we're all sitting here at the house. I got some extra time, and I love to play, so I'm using this time to go ahead and try to, you know, continue to build up the community that I have on stream and on my YouTube channel. So everybody who's been checking everything out, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. This particular stream series, I'm working with my balanced wizard that I started from zero about a little bit over 2 weeks ago. And we are now here going through Dragonspyre. Super excited. Usually takes me about three and a half streams to get through a world, but the worlds are getting longer, so I don't know if that's always going to be the case from here on out. Okay, yeah. Nothing I can do right now, so let's just pass. I'm going to have to go ahead and do some heal here pretty quick. You know what I could really use? I could really use that spell that gets rid of those things. Yeah, the worlds get really long after Dragonspyre. I think Dragonspyre kind of matches up to the formula that they were using for the first several worlds, and then after Dragonspyre, they do get really long. Yep, cleanse is what I need. I need to go ahead and pick up the cleanse spell somewhere, because I think the biggest thing that annoys me most is when I get these weaknesses, or even when they get themselves a shield. Yeah, Kyle, you're not the only one. There's a lot of people that are not Dragonspyre fans. You know, they are not Dragonspyre fans. You know, but I mean, it's fun. I mean, like, one of the reasons why I want to play a new wizard is you get to see spells you didn't think they were out there. Like this spectral minion spell. I didn't even know you got one of these. If you were a oh, did I not do my heal? Oh, I did. Okay, yeah. I didn't even know that you could get a spectral minion with a balanced character, and so that's one of the reasons I like to play through it all. I go for every spell quest. I go for everything, so I can really learn as much as I can about them. Yeah, tons of weaknesses on you, and then you die because you couldn't put the damage on them while they were just destroying you. I know that wears me out, and you know, especially the 3-blade weakness that they throw. I forget what that's called, Hex or something like that, where it takes you down, where it takes your attacks down to 40% later on in the game. Those drive me crazy. If it wasn't for multi-layer dungeons, yeah, they really overdo the multi-layer dungeons in Dragonspyre. At least that's something I've always kind of noticed with it. You know, where you're doing like fight after fight after fight to get through those towers. Yeah, it's just a little bit too many. I think we're just talking about main quests right now. We're not even talking about, you know, doing any of the side quests. And I am a side quester person. I love doing my side quests, but I do those off camera. So we focus on the stream, on the main quest here on the stream. Oh, this is starting to look pretty good. If I can just go ahead and get a few more pips, we can do a major Hydra on this guy. Main quests are way too many. I think they're pretty thick from what I remember. You know, they are pretty thick here, and you have to push through to get to them. But, you know, honestly, compared to some other worlds, Dragonspyre isn't terribly bad. I mean, you know, when you look at Avalon, woo, that's a long world. Or Chrysalis, that just makes you want to, I don't know. I mean, it's long. You're talking about a ton of main quests. You know, those things really have that going on. Okay, yeah, well, we're knocking them down. Let's see here. I haven't even put this up yet. I can't believe I didn't put this up yet. Let me go ahead and throw my elemental blades on, and I think I'm ready for doing major strike. When you start one side quest, it leads to many others, and then you go down the wrong path. Yeah, I've been there. Whew. But I like side quests. You know, I like playing them. Some of the storylines for the side quests are kind of funny. They're silly, you know, and I think that's part of what I enjoy about doing them. Very cool. Gosh, this is, well, it's a balanced boss. I mean, I should expect this. It's going to take a little bit longer for me to take out. Oh, he's trying to take out my ice guy? He's not liking him. Well, he's doing a good job. See, he's distracted Zarathax from me. That's a hit I did not have to take. Awesome. Good pet. We love you. Main quests aren't really a problem in DS, just DS multi-layered dungeons, yeah. I agree, and they hit you with weakness all the time. All the time. What is my least favorite world? That's a great question. I'm trying to think. Which one do I like the least? Oops, I just lost my guy. Okay. My least favorite world, I would have to say... Of the ones that I've played, Celestia. Yep, I would have to say my least favorite world is Celestia. Even when Celestia came out, I was not excited. I mean, I think the whole underwater thing is kind of cool. It's a different dynamic than what we were used to playing. But overall, you know, I just don't like Celestia. You know, I think Celestia is kind of a letdown. Is that all I got out of that? That seemed like a whole lot of build-up for not a whole lot of it return. Sorry. I swear, weaknesses killing me. Okay, yeah, I would have to say Celestia is my least favorite world. Because Celestia, okay, you know, I took a break. I remember when I was playing, I took a break for like a few months, and then I came back, and they had Celestia, and they had Winter. Well, the other half of Grizzleheim ready to go. And honestly, the other half of Grizzleheim was so cool. Celestia just paled in comparison to it. I'll be honest with you. That's just how I felt. Celestia just wasn't quite as good as the other half of Grizzleheim. To me, you know. So Celestia's always been my least favorite. That's the one I just try to grind through and get through it. Plus, you know, when they I don't know. I'm kind of like a dungeon purist in some ways. I didn't really care much for the whole alien thing. Well, you know, I can tell you which one feels the longest. I'm still in it with my Storm Wizard, and that's Chrysalis. That one by far feels the longest by any of them, and it is the longest. It is the longest. I don't even think I can see the end of the world from where I'm at. That's how long it's taken me to get through it. Okay. think I need to rework this deck a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And I don't want to get myself in a jam. So let's go ahead and add that in really quick. Yep, so, but Chrysalis is the longest world by far because they split it up into 2 parts anyways. So so when you're running Chrysalis, it's like running 2 worlds. Now, if you take Chrysalis out of the mix, what do I think is the longest world? You know, I'm feeling, ooh, yeah. My top 5 favorite worlds, and Celestia's number 5. Well, I'm glad you like Celestia. I'm glad you like Celestia. It's just not one of the ones I've ever really enjoyed, you know. You like Mushu? Well, I just finished Mushu. Mushu's a good world, but it is kind of boring. Once you've seen one part of Mushu, there's not a whole lot of difference. Avalon. No real colors. Avalon is very fantasy orientated. I kind of like Avalon though. I like the way it delves into British myth and lore, and it pulls a whole bunch of that out. I thought Avalon was really well researched and a fun world. It wasn't so much them coming up with something entirely, but using really interesting stuff to add to it. I don't know. I kind of like Avalon. Celestia is just my, you know. I think one of the reasons why Celestia is a lot that many is when you're underwater. You know, you have that bland blue. It's kind of like the effect this purple sky in Dragonspyre does. Mirage and Chrysalis. I have never been to Mirage. I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay. Well, I need to let some pips gather up so I can actually hit this guy. You hate low-level worlds with higher than normal health. Okay. No worries there. Interesting. Mirage and Chrysalis. Interesting worlds. I'm in the midst of Chrysalis, and hopefully I can get to Mirage pretty quick. So, what do you guys think? I got a question for you. Higher than normal bosses? Yeah. That is annoying. So, yeah, I get it. I'm with you. I see what you're saying, Jackie. Here's a question for you guys. What have you guys heard of what the name of the possible world they could be adding this summer if they end up adding it? You know, I'm kind of curious as to what it might be. Well, that should be a good hit, right? Is it just me, or Hydra never really seems to hit as hard as you want it to? Party member buffs. Yeah, see, I'm not familiar with those. I've never had a chance to really use those. Let's go ahead and throw that up because we're going to be able to finish this guy here in just a minute. You like Chrysalis because of party member buffs. Interesting. Could you explain more, Kyle? Because I don't know if I understand what you're pointing out there. And that sounds interesting to me. There we go. We got Spectral Attack, which we should be able to finish him off with here. Very nice. Ooh, I love Friday afternoons. It always feels good. Please explain further. Yes, please do. Kyle, I would like to know more. Okay, because apparently I've not been taking advantage of these party member buffs. Maybe I've been playing Chrysalis wrong all these years. Okay, here we go, and one more pip. Let me have it. Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you mean, Jackie. I'm not that. I mean, I've got a guy up there, and I've worked through probably about a third of Chrysalis, but it's still like, oh. Okay, and here we go. I think we're finally done with this guy. What a good feeling this will be. Oh, Chrysalis? No, it's not an ice world. It's very lush, and honestly, I think they did a really good job with all the plants and everything in it. It's a really neat world.
What a system! If you still want a portal stone, the Stonekeeper should have one.
The Stonekeeper.
This tome is titled The Century.
Yeah, so Yeah, it's really lush. I love the design. I love the design of Chrysalis. I like the plants, the foliage. It is the end of the Morganth arc, yes, for sure. And honestly, I think it's a really neat world. So that's let's just do it this way. We'll go to the Basilica. That's going to be a whole lot faster than walking through all this. Yeah, and I honestly, I think it's really cool. It's just long. I like the designs. You know, where all those bugs have been showing up. That's their home world. I love the resistance. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I love the resistance characters you get to deal with. I love the way some of the quests work and everything. Some of the new things they added in. You know, where like somebody will join you on a quest and follow you around. I do love all those aspects of it. I think it's pretty cool stuff. Some things. It's just long. It's just so long. You know. Here we go.
The Stonekeeper? Oh, yes.
Yes.
The Keepers not only kept the stones, but the spirits of our greatest allies, and even the Stonekeeper should be in the Plaza of Conquest these days.
Here we go.
Go there. He'll surely. The Stonekeeper was in the Plaza of Conquest, just as the Titans. Whatever has awakened our spirits must have woken him as well. Go speak to Laszlo Starblain in the Plaza of Conquest to find the portal stone.
Okay, good. So we are done now with that section. Now it's Plaza of Conquest, and this is still just the first section. So it's kind of laid out a little bit like, I'm sorry. So it's kind of laid out a little bit like Mushu is, where you got 3 main sections, and then I think there's like 3 main parts of each section. Usually one of them being a dungeon or something. So we are now going to the Plaza of Conquest. This is kind of a neat place. I kind of like that it's like a whole bunch of 101 type of, you know, gladiator type fights. It's kind of neat where you get to fight, you know, really good foes from the past and the history. It's neat. I just think it's neat, the idea behind it. And then, you know, when you look at all the statues and everything, and then you look up and you got the dragon right up there, I think that's the best part about Dragonspyre. And if you stop to take a look at the surroundings and get away from just what you can see from the character view, which is all the grim purple and red and browns, it really opens the world up a lot more. I mean, is Dragonspyre my favorite? You know, I wouldn't put it up there for sure. But I think there are some neat parts about it. Okay, Laszlo.
You want a portal stone? Really? Yes, I'm
Ooh,
the
almost up to the next
Stonekeeper.
level.
You know what that means? It means you might have recommendations from all manner of dignitaries, but
Yep.
mere words are not enough to convince me.
Of course.
We have a long and distinguished history here in Dragonspyre.
So I got to
Written
demonstrate
about that.
myself.
Go, speak with Xana Fireflower elsewhere in the Plaza of Conquests. If she gives you a recommendation, we'll speak more.
Of course. Okay, Xana. I got to get your approval. Ooh, I like your hair there, Xana. Pretty cool.
Stand up straight, soldier.
Yes, ma'am.
You need a recommendation?
She
I
seems
reserve
kind
the
of
right to hand that out, soldier, until I see what. Now listen up and listen well.
A little
soldier.
severe. Check that
I
out.
led our
Very nice
forces
hair.
From my tower, but now foul beasts. They're led by Sisyphon. As
Okay.
foul and I will not rest until they. Do you understand me, soldier?
Yes, ma'am. I gotta go defeat Sisyphon in the Plaza of Conquest. So, let's go find Sisyphon. I'm not sure where Sisyphon is, but we're gonna go dig him up, and we're gonna lay waste to Sisyphon. Now, what would be great is if we could finish off this third of Dragonspyre, but these quests are a lot longer, you know, than they are, and some of the fights are a little bit longer, so I'm not holding out hope that we're going to be able to finish up a third of Dragonspyre. We are going to get as far as we can, though. Okay, we're going to change decks, too, because I'm pretty sure, well, I'm hoping he's not a balance boss. Balance bosses. Ooh, wear me out. Okay.
What's this? Did someone order
Nice.
service?
Let's get back this way.
one looks tasty.
I do appreciate that. I think I have the right shields. Yes. But he's an ice guy. That means tower shields will be in the mix. Oh, dear. Well, okay. We can take care of this. Very good. We are right on the right spot. Let's go ahead and start shielding it up. Then we'll be able to take out the Burning Fate. Bam. 1-2 punch. Throw some shields. And then we'll hit him with Old Judgment. Judgment is fantastic. Okay, so favorite schools. Favorite schools. Kyle was telling me about running his new Pyromancer, which is pretty awesome. Jackie, do you have a favorite school you like to play, or anybody else on stream? Tell us about your favorite school. What school do you like to play the most? I know my favorite school has always been Myth. A color commentator, Death, awesome. Death is a really fun school. You know, I played my Death for a little while, and he's tons fun. I need to get back on my Death guy because I'd like to take him to some higher levels. I just got distracted, and you know how it goes. Yeah, fire guys are high. You know, I like my Storm guy because he hits really, really hard and everything. But honestly, in some ways, I think my fire guy, you know, as far as for a high damage wizard, I enjoy playing my fire guy a lot. You know, now what I am surprised is how much I'm enjoying balance. You know, because I didn't think I would like balance all that much when I went ahead and got him started. You know, I mean, I avoided it. Like, out of all the wizards, I never made a balanced wizard since I started playing back in 2008. I've never had a balanced wizard, and I added the balanced wizard in, and I decided, and that's why I'm doing behind this whole stream, because I've never played balance. And honestly, I have like thoroughly enjoyed the whole experience of the balance. In fact, you know, it's a little bit different nuance from the other classes. You know, like just in being able to pick which spells to go in with, or for an opponent, you know, with the other classes, it's pretty easy. Don't forget your prisms if you're going against your own school, you know. And balance, you have to think differently because you got entirely different spells you want to use for attacks, depending on whether you have a balance guy or not. And just the advantage of being able to use spells where there are no major shields available for them. You know, that's something I really do appreciate about running my balance guy, is that there's no big shields against balance spells. And that's one of the things I've really begun to appreciate with my balance wizard. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's just going to be one of those fights. Okay. So let's just go ahead and buff up Judgment as high as we can get, because he's going to keep throwing up those tower shields. I just have a feeling. That's what Dragonspyre is all about, is frustrating you. Oh, I'm glad I put those shields up earlier. Nice. Now, I'm also going to throw out, never underestimate the value of having a minion. Never underestimate having the value of having a good minion on your deck. Now, obviously, if you're playing with 4 people, you're never going to really summon a minion in. But if you're playing in pairs, and a tower shield. You know, I might as well just go ahead and cast her now and just get it over with. Because I mean, you know, like with my daughter, when we do our Myth and Storm Wizard duo, I often have my deck loaded with several monstrology guys as well as my thing, just because there have been many times when we've been playing and having a 3rd or 4th guy over there fighting with us has made a big difference at our levels. Even with her having really big hits of Storm and my Myth guy being pretty strong. Really, never summoned a minion on your Myth? I think you kind of missed out then, Kyle, because that's where the power is in Myth. You know, it's the minions. You know, because especially now with Monstrology, if you take some time to farm Monstrology, you can have some pretty powerful monsters fighting alongside you, and there's no limit. So higher level dungeons, you can actually have the advantage. Sorry, I was moving around a little bit in my chair. Higher level dungeons, you can have the advantage of having that sidekick there, hammering them and beating them up. Your Myth power is your pet. Okay, Kyle. I'm just saying, you know, if you do solo stuff with your Myth, the minions are a huge benefit, I think. Okay. Let's go ahead and crank that on him. I don't think I need a minion with this guy. I don't think it'll be a problem. It'd be great if I had another shield pop up. What else? Come on, deck. Ooh. Okay. This will ruin his day. Let's throw that feint on him. And it's even better than a regular feint. It's a plus 75. Just makes me feel good inside when I can throw that on somebody. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we're not going to put a minion up because they'll use my feint. That would not be good. Let's go ahead and throw this up in case I have to do another spell after my judgment. I betcha I can ruin his day effectively right now. Thank goodness it's not a tower shield. Whew. But that's not going to feel good either. Ouch. Ooh. Not good at all. Ouch. Okay. Well, we need to swing back. Let's swing back hard. Should we go for it? Should we go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. I bet you this'll finish him off for us. Because we got the plus 75, we got the plus 30, we got the plus 25, and the plus 20. Should be pretty effective. Oh. Finish the second layer of Dragonspyre. Very nice. Very nice. That is awesome. And done. Good. Let's go tell Xana we are worthy. Oh, yes. We are worthy, Xana. Let's not get into any fights, though. You know, the worst part about Dragonspyre is looking for those roses and remembering where all those roses are hidden. Because they put some of those gray roses in the darndest places. And with all the grays in this world, yeah, it's not that easy to find sometimes. Okay, here we are. Let's go. I mean, look at this place. You know, that is a downside of Dragonspyre is many of the parts of the world all look the same. And I mean, even more so than some of the other worlds. Especially the streets and the buildings and stuff. You know, it's not like Wizard City where you have, yeah, the roses. It's not like Wizard City where you have different characteristics to each street. So even though some of the buildings are the same, they've decorated them differently and they have a different look.
Fine work, soldier. Here's your recommendation.
Xana hands you a letter.
Ah, yes, I leveled up and I can get a new spell. Oh, boy.
You've served your unit well, soldier. Now hustle over to the Stonekeeper and report for duty there. Step
Oh, boy. So I got a spell quest waiting for me. But the likelihood of me being able to get to this spell quest, it's 50-50.
I'm impressed by your resourcefulness.
Should we stop and take a spell quest? See, since I'm playing balance, I count those as main quests too.
I want to see a second recommendation and not go speak with Helena Warhawk. She is our historian laureate, the greatest historian of Dragonspyre. You'll find her within the Tower of War.
Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably my pet quest. I bet you that's what it is. My level 48 pet quest. Heck, I don't know. I'm not even sure what pet you get as a balance guy. That's interesting. I might go ahead and go do that. Okay, I'll take some votes. Anybody want to go ahead and see what our new level up is? I'm pretty sure it's a pet quest. Rendor Dawnbringer. I'll say hi to him before I go by. Okay.
I have need.
Yeah, I might get around to it. Okay, but we're going to Helena Warhawk right now. Oh, the Hydra pet. That's right, the Hydra pet. See, I mean, that's the best. That's the fun part about balance is there's so many new things I've never experienced as a balanced wizard. So, I wonder what type of buffs the Hydra pet gets. I still use the frog pet with my myth. I think that's the pet I like the most out of the ones you get. I mean, Orthros is okay and everything, but I really like the frog pet. Ah, yes, here we are. To Helena Warhawk. Let's see what she needs. Let's see what she wants. She's probably going to want to fight us. Probably going to want to fight us. But let's see where it takes us. I don't know. I really want to finish this section of Dragonspyre first, so I think we'll probably keep on going. Oh, thank goodness. It's not a fight right off the bat. Okay, Helena.
I don't think anyone's interrupted my studies in years.
Uh-huh.
So you want to learn about Dragonspyre.
Yes. Let's
Knowledge
do this.
does not come easy,
This,
especially in times of war.
the Tower of War, okay.
Go reminds me. Return to me when you have grasped those foundations of our war lore.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Yeah, I saw that coming. Okay, so let's go ahead and... There we go. Let's throw the melee deck on, because this should go faster with my melee deck. Let's get these guys out of the way so we can learn about the history of Dragonspyre. Fantastic. I appreciate the follow. A hoarder of quarters. Nice name. Nice name there. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a great day. Let's go ahead and just hit him with the sandstorm right off the bat. Boom. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the follow. Okay, so what else is going on? What's up? Well, you know, I'm working my way through Dragonspyre. I'm in part 1 right now. I'm at the Plaza Conquest at the moment. Having some fun with my new balance wizard I made about, what, almost 3 weeks ago. So that's what's been going on. I'm looking forward to the weekend, you know. We got some weekend stuff getting ready to start happening around my house, which is not so much different than the last week. But, hey, it feels different. It's the weekend, right? We're, you know, so having a good time. Hey, yep, Kyle's moving on. Look at him. He's already in layer 3 there in Dragonspyre. Fantastic. He's getting towards the end. So he's probably doing his dragon quest now, if I'm right. I think he's working to try to get himself a little dragon pet. Okay, let's do this. Ah, your storm through Avalon, and your death is max. Very nice. Good pair of wizards to have. Yeah, yeah. It was fun trying to get my storm through Avalon. There were some tough bosses and some tough fights in there from time to time. Yeah, you're about to hit Malistaire, aren't you? Very cool. So, yeah, that means you're, yeah. So you had to do the Dragon Quest to get up to Malistaire. That's nice. Well, you know, you skip a lot of those side quests there, Kyle. I do all my side quests. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, one more do it. Just waiting for a pip. Oh, that's pretty awesome. So your death is, you have a maxed out death, and you're working your storm character. That takes some time. Avalon is not a fast world by any means. By any means. Yeah, I know you don't do side. Sad death is nothing but a juju spammer for certain bosses in part 2 of the final world. Yeah, it gets that way. So, are you excited? You think they're going to raise the level with a new world this summer? I'm thinking they might be. You know, might be time for us to be higher than level 130. There we go. This should finish these guys off. Let's see here. Just sad death is nothing but just a juju spammer for a certain boss in part 2 of the final world. Very nice. Very cool. Fall mostly, yeah. I'm looking to see what they finally do. I'm pretty excited about that. Here's one of those tower things we were griping about. Something new and not bringing back an old enemy. That's yeah. How many times they brought Malistaire back, right? Yeah, I think it's time for them to, you know, up the ante some, right? Make it a little bit more interesting. I agree with you for sure. But I am looking forward to changes, you know, and I'm definitely going to have my balanced wizard up and ready. Hopefully we'll be able to go straight into that new world when it pops up. I'm kind of looking for that, looking towards that. Yeah, Malistaire 2 times. How many more times can they bring that guy back? Or have they brought back Morganthi? I haven't been back in the later worlds, so I'm not sure how that's all worked out. Oh, he's not the main story. Actually, if you include the dungeon and Nightshade. Yeah, they put a lot of trust into Malistaire being the big bad, but they let him go too quickly in the first arc, you know? Let him go too quickly in that first arc. Awesome. So, how is everybody's Friday going? happy to see so many people on stream. Yeah, like he's dead. He's gonna let him stay dead. I agree. You know, but we are in a world of wizardry where we have ghosts all over the place, so it doesn't surprise me that he shows back up undead here and there, you know. But, you know, at some point you gotta say, okay, you know, can you just let him be done? Ooh, this guy right here. I wonder if he has enough resist. What's next? Ghost Malstair? Hopefully not. Hopefully Malstair is done, and hopefully we'll see some brand new threats to the spiral here. You know. Hopefully not too many arcs. I don't know. Maybe they could start a brand new long arc. You know, the Morganth arc I thought was pretty interesting because the worlds you get to go through in the Morganth arc were all fairly cool. And I like how they started with her and started building up. I thought it was a pretty good. Okay. Righty, let's go. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I did not want to use a potion. Dread Azteca. Azteca gets kind of tough. I do agree it's kind of tough, but it looks so good though. Taking years to beat half the world. I'll tell you what, Azteca, ooh, I'm glad I stopped. That would not have been good, trying to beat those two guys with a whole bunch of sandstorms. Okay. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see here. Oh, nice. Got some right handy spells right out of the bat. So let's go ahead and pop that on him. I kind of like Azteca. Each year in Azteca is like 45. Oh, yes, it is it's a long world. The fights are tough. It does take a lot of time to get through it. But boy, I mean, you're talking, you know, magic wielding dinosaurs. Right? Right, maybe? It is a grind, for sure. It is definitely a grind. Ooh, Shadow Pips. I don't think you get Shadow Pips until it's a while, because I'm in Chrysalis and I still haven't gotten Shadow Pips. Where exactly do you get Shadow Pips, those of you who have been up there? Because I've never dug into it because I haven't quite gotten there yet. And it dies anyway. Oh, don't spoiler, people. Okay, that's okay. That's what I was expecting, and I just haven't even quite got there yet. I've been in Chrysalis forever, it feels like. Okay. Pretty late in part 1 of it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not even near. Yeah. I knew I was probably still in part 1 of Chrysalis. It's just taken forever to get through what I have gone through. Okay, one down. Let's go ahead and knock out the other guy. Okay, so I think what I might do is I might go ahead and drain this, adjust this deck a little bit. Okay, so part 1 of Chrysalis. I'm looking forward to that. I'd love to get me some Shadow Pips. Long, but it's more tolerable. Well, everybody has their favorite worlds. That is true, for sure. I don't know. Chrysalis is... I like it, but boy, it's just beating me up, it feels like. Okay. What if we get another... Let's throw this on him, just to make sure. Forever. I can change your forever to now. Oh, I'm good. Maybe I'll catch up with you sometime, Kyle, with my Storm Wizard. It's just, you know... I have no interest right now in playing my Storm Wizard for a little bit. I'm having a lot of fun with this guy right here. Okay, let's see if that will finish him off. And ooh, fire. Yeah, fire should kill him, right? That was close. That was close. Do I have a wand hit on me? Yes, I do. Very good, and there we go. Goodbye, Mr. Balance. I'm so glad I stopped and looked at his school before I ran into him. That's the biggest mistake I make, is I don't always have the right deck set up. Vanilla. I like my storm guy, and I like my balance guy for different reasons. For different reasons, for sure. Okay, I think we can take it with this. Gosh, this thing is taking... Why is there so many levels to this tower? This is horrible. Ah. Yeah. Death's pretty cool, but I can understand why you might not like it as much. I mean, that's cool. It's a great soloing school. Death has always been a really good school to solo with. Balance, I've been really enjoying. This is the first time I played a balance guy. Ice, I think I had more fun with my ice guy when I was playing with others. My fire guy, I think I could go either way with him. Yeah, well, I know multi-layer dungeons. It's just like, oh my goodness, will it ever end? It's fun, then it's cruel. Very nice. Yep. I remember these. They take forever. They just wear you down. Let me get something to drink here. Very cool. Okay. Finally, got the pips. Let's see if this will finish them off for me. And then we can move one. No, of course not. Nope. Stop being lazy and finally just speed through Avalon. Avalon. I don't know if you can speed through Avalon. Avalon. Cool world, but I don't know if there's any speeding through Avalon. To me, Avalon is a long world, just like Azteca was, and well, Chrysalis is the longest I've ever been in. Avalon does have some ugly enemies. Yeah, Avalon and Pigswick came out at the same time, so you can see a lot of the similar animation and enemy type of stuff that they share. It's kind of cool. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about Avalon. There's a lot of neat things that I think are pretty cool. But I just kind of like that type of scenery anyways. And I do like all the Old English myth stuff that they put in there. Oh, finally a book. Thank goodness. It's over.
King Monet united Dragonspyre by moonlight.
Oh, yeah. I'll read that later. Okay. I've already read through that like 7-8 times before. Okay. Time to go find Helena Warhawk. Let's go do this thing. Very good. Is it going to make me run through all of them? Oh, just all the way back to her. Okay, that works.
Impressive.
Yay.
Our ways better than any outsider ever has.
Good.
Helena hands you a letter of recommendation.
She didn't notice I was speed reading.
I'm more than you should return to the Stonekeeper. I'm certain he's got more for you.
Fantastic. Okay, Laszlo. Laszlo, I've done your stuff. Oh, he's up here, isn't he? There he is. Mr. Starblade. She didn't give you the pop quiz? From room to room just for a book.
Yet again, you went over one of my colleagues. If
Just for a
Dragonspyre
book.
Academy had a dozen students like you, this place would not lay in ruins.
Uh-huh.
These statues represent Dragonspyre's greatest.
Yep.
You must first defeat the grand champion of Rydal the Indomitable.
I
You're
got
no
it.
match for him yet, though. You need to learn his
Oh,
way of
boy.
combat, and for that, you need to go speak to Mavra Flamewing.
I think I remember this fight. At least it's just like one level compared to that horrible tower I just had to go through. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up some wisps on the way. Re-energize for another action-packed moment of training with Mavra. It's got to be a good book, right? No, it's like in The Last Jedi, you know, Yoda asks Luke, "So, did you ever read those Jedi texts?" And Luke couldn't even tell him yes. Dry reading. Okay. Shield spammers. Yeah, shield spammers suck, don't they? I forgot. That's what's coming up, isn't it? Okay. Well, I just gotta get rid of them here first, and then we will knock them out. Let's see here. Okay, Mavra. This is where a damage over time thing would be very useful.
You don't look very... A shield is just as much a weapon as the sword. You can't rely at all on one kind of defense.
And their balance.
You must be quick to change. I could spend years teaching you about defense, but time is short. If you haven't grasped the basics, you're hopeless.
So
Meet me in my tower, and we'll see
then
what
what we probably need to do, I betcha this would be an example of where the Hydra could shine. Let's give it a shot. And they balance. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can't make this work somehow.
Don't get cocky, young wizard. You've learned the art of the attack. But what happens when you cannot land an attack on your opponent? Defense is the key to survival. Defend yourself.
Well, let's go ahead and put some shields in. Okay, let's do this thing. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They're balance. Okay. Well, at least she's not so terribly out of league. Let's go ahead and throw a shield up, because that's what they're going to do first anyways. Okay. Very good. Yeah, I forgot. They're both balance, aren't they? Protection Pox. What a great name. The Protection Pox. The Pox will protect you. And I think the last part of this is where you have to go, where you have the go back in time quest, which I actually think is a really cool quest. I think that's one of the neater quests here in Dragonspyre. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to that. Yeah, I think I'll probably be stuck over here. Ooh, I think I'm going to have an opportunity here to get rid of the Pox pretty quick. Oh, I should have done that guy first. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy. We'll be able to do in this next hand. And we're going to work through them. Yeah, so this is like one of those fights where you do got to kind of strategically think, you know, what's the best way to get them, to wear them down. Hopefully, I can get rid of... Yeah, I need to get rid of that guy because he's the one casting all those. No need to fear, the underdog is here. Pox most certainly do not protect. Can ask my sister, yeah. There we go. That one's out of here. And that was one casting all the elemental shields. So that will be nice. Okay. Now we just have to wear down the other one. Okay. Something tells me I got way too many of these in this deck. I've got way too many blades. Oh, that's pretty. Who doesn't like getting hit by a Kraken? No worries there. I had my shield up. Aye. Oh, this is awful. Thank goodness I have reshuffle on my deck. Okay, so what's the call? Let's make sure that I can protect against another Kraken spell. Oh, you are killing me. Oh yeah, it is, but it's not anything that's fun. At least it's not as bad as Celestia, where they're hitting you with, you know, with the Stormzilla every 30 seconds. Okay, so maybe if we get a big enough hit. Yeah, when you get it's like eye-opening when you get up to Celestia and they're hitting you with 5-pip spells every chance they get. It's like bam, 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 and they're all starting off with, like, you know, 3 pips, 3-pip monsters. Fantastic stuff. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. Should I go one more? Yeah, let's go one more. And then we'll see what we can do. If we can get a big enough hit, the shield, we can get past the shield. I hate the enemies that can cast spells at different schools, but they base it from Storm, and yes. Oh yeah, that gets old extremely fast. Probably won't use 2 of those. Let's see. Do we have enough? Yeah, the Storm-based versions of spells, or the other elemental-based versions of the Storm spells, just so they can hit you a little bit harder, right? Yeah, I think that was Mojang getting a little bit lazy. Oh man, that was closer. Okay, yeah, I think that was Mojang getting a little bit lazy on spells, and so I guess they thought they need to have more spells or something. Instead of designing new ones, they just took some and just, you know, colored them differently for different schools. I think they could have done a little bit more. Ooh, that wasn't good. Okay. The higher up you go, the less you want to have a threshold of how low you let your hit points go before you worry about it. Overlapping shields, it wears you out. Let's do. I think we have enough that even with half a damage, that should finish that guy off. Well, that's nice. Apparently her natural attack is ice. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, Spectral. Attack. Go, go, go. Nice. Okay, now all we have to do is pound through whatever defenses she has, okay? So this shouldn't be a problem, aside from the fact that, you know, I don't have any shields up. So we can take care of that. Imagine astral spells didn't exist. He gave her a tower shield, just so you know. Then here. Let's just do this. Let's just wander and see if we can take out that tower. Oh dear. Okay, I gotta start thinking healing. But I am pretty happy with all my healing bonus. I get pretty strong healing action going on. Yeah, it looks like she has armor on too. I'll tell you what, that little pox, you know, was working overtime over there. Okay. And we have to suffer using normal attack spells. Yeah. Yep, I agree. Good thing the astral spells are there. That's one of the things I look forward most to Celestia is all the astral spells. I do like that stuff. Okay, so should we put this puppy on yet? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and do it. Stop fizzling. Yeah. Oh, yes, the fizzles are real. The fizzles are real. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw up some more blades. And let's see what type of damage we can do here. Okay, very good. Well, fantastic. Wow, 1:30 already. You know, the time flies when you're having a good time. So let's go ahead and take our Hydra, and let's just see how well this goes. Let's just attack her with the Hydra. We'll spam Hydra on her a couple times. This should help dwindle down some of those. Good, so we got rid of quite a few things on her right there. Nice. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to do anything that was... I mean, we still have a set of shields on there we got to get through. Okay, so let's just keep up with the keeping up. Probably going to have to heal again here pretty quick. Ooh, nice little emoji there. The skull. Very nice. I'm pretty excited. The channel's pretty close to going affiliate, and that's going to be neat because I'm going to be able to do some more things in chat and have some more fun with you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. So I hope you guys continue to check out the channel after this. Let's see here. I really, really do need another heal to pop up, though. Okay. You know, I need to start loading up treasure cards. I've been kind of lazy about loading up the whole treasure card thing. I got plenty of treasure cards I could be putting in my decks. Okay. That's... I don't think I'm going to need that many Hydras. But we'll go for it. Good, 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 good. You can fizzle as many times as you like. I have no problems with that. Yeah, boss fight right after boss fight, right after boss fight, right after boss fight. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's see if this will crack down the rest of her shields, and then after this, it's all about just spamming elemental attacks on her. Ooh, I don't like the fact she still has 4 pips after that. Yeah, that's the stuff that scares me, is when they still have quite a few pips after an attack. You know, she's hoarding pips. That can be kind of scary. Ooh, that was nice. I'll take that. Okay, very good. You know, beat her down a little bit more. Good, about 1,028. Very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's put this on. I think we finally... Nope, she still has a storm shield up. Huh. Interesting. Let's go ahead and throw up another... Let's put a trap on her. Unless... Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw a trap on her. And maybe if it's fire... Yeah, let's do an elemental attack. Because maybe if it's fire, we should finish her off. You're right. She does resist anyways. Good point. Good point. I totally forgot about that. Okay. Jeez. I'm just not getting my power pips. Ooh, the shark again. That's why I don't like watching her hoard all those pips. Oh, and I got a Dragon Blade. Good girl. No, actually, sorry. Wrong one. Okay. Oh, I'm torn shield. Fizzle. Oh, she used all 4 pips. That could do some damage over time. Here's the good news. Torn shield. Well, I was afraid she was going to do something like that and start, yeah. And it was a good thing I put the shield up. Good thing I put it up in the end. Very cool. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's see if we can get the right one. As long as it's not Storm, I might finish her off. Oh, just be done with it. Yeah, now this is getting to be risky right here. If I can't get a good hit on her. Ooh, oh, ice. Well, I'll take ice. I don't know if it'll be as strong as I'd like. Yeah, she had a shield on ice still. Dang it. Okay. I don't like being in this position. Okay, strike again. Okay. Oh, she has 4. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for the fizz. How fire and death rolls get more important than storms. They can be. She has shields in reserve too, yeah. But that's not going to do enough. Dang it. Couldn't have been fire. Fire would have been so much nicer. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm holding on by the skin of my teeth. Oh, come on. No. Oh, come on. Just be enough. Of course not. Of course not. Oh. Well, hey, Cyrus. How you doing? How you doing, Cyrus? Oh, I hate the fights when they go that way. Oh, so frustrating. I was just about to crush her. I should have just started ditching cards. That's why I should have just started ditching cards. Okay, well, anyways, so we are now 20 minutes. You know, I'm not going to leave it at that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go knock Mavra off. Yep. Yeah, we can handle her. Yep, we can. Ah, yes. Very good. Okay. We are still in the game. It is not over by any means. Let's just make sure we grab enough health pips before we get over to her place. Feels like, oh, where's my, oh, I've been, what the heck? How did I not notice this before? This is, no wonder everything's going. It's like, why is everything so slow? Jeez. Now I'm in business. I can't believe I've been doing that the entire time. Oh my goodness. I was like, why am I walking so slow? Can't believe I didn't have my mount on. Jeez. God. Now I feel like I'm driving with gas. Very good. Alrighty, let's go take her down. This is done. Can't believe I didn't have my mount on. That's hilarious. That's too funny. Too funny. Oh my goodness. I was like walking, I was like, why is everything so slow? Seems like it's taking forever to get anywhere. Yeah, that's what it was. I was, yeah, jeez. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Okay. So I've got to find myself a transport emote, or emote of transport, or whatever they call it. Okay, Mavra. Let's try this again. What the heck? Okay. Okay, so we're going to take one of those pox out right away because that's the way it needs to be. That guy's going to shield that guy if it goes to the pattern that we were last in. Oh, that's fine. I'm happy with them both shielding her because I'm going to strike one of them and get one of them out of the way first. Yeah, Flintstones. My goodness. Yeah, I need to get that recipe for that other mount. Okay. You know, honestly, I just don't need this stuff right now. I want my attacks. Are you kidding me? I'll get more of those. I don't like throwing blades away. That's a problem I have. I'm glad I'm not throwing any myth spells at her. Well, I'm glad they are worried about all the other things. Jeez, what the heck? Okay, come on. There we go. You are done. Goodbye. Discarding blades hardens my soul. Yeah, it doesn't feel right? You know? I don't. It's like not there. Well, it looks like I got somebody to give me a hand here. Appreciate it. I think I could take her, though. Okay, that's one down. Just have to take out the next one. Is that a friend? It is a friend. It's good to have friends. Okay, so I'm just going to throw it out because I really need to get another Hydra in. Yep, Austin. Austin Moon. Grizzleheim Explorer. That's a great badge. I like that badge. That's a good badge. Yep. This is Kyle Crafter. He hopped in. He was I think he took a break from his adventures. Okay. Just maybe I'll have enough to finish this guy off. Let's see how that goes. I mean, if I get the storm one for sure. Nice. Fizzle all the time over there. No worries. And she only has one set of elemental shields. That's kind of nice. See, this fight's already going in the right direction right away. Oh, that couldn't have been done better, right? That couldn't have been any smoother. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Let's just go ahead and keep going. Here's to poke down your enemies. It's because you showed up, Austin, Kyle, you know, that just became easier. It's because you flew in. It just went, boom, easy. It's amazing how just a different hand will shape out differently. I think that's the best part about, you know, about card-based style melee like we're doing. I mean, sometimes it gets pretty old, but it's always different. You know, it's always different. I think that's a huge advantage to it. Kind of makes it more interesting. Every fight's a little bit different. So even if you had a really bad one, you can always go back in there, and most of the time you're going to get an entirely different experience than you did the first time. I'm not saying all the time. I can't tell you how many times Block beat the heck out of me with Raw, but a lot of times, yes. A lot of times, yes. Ooh, you got her toasty. She's not liking all the heat. She's got a hot foot. Oh, so she's bringing out Stormzilla. Well, I'm glad that didn't come off. Yeah, Block. Ugh. For the longest time, he was the boss I hated the most. But once I learned how to deal with him, not so much anymore. Yeah, I saw the fire shields are all gone, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, Block is a... Yeah, I really hated that boss for the longest time. Okay. Sure, one more. But there's a boss I hate even more than Block. He's a green lion. He's a life lion in Chrysalis. That all he does is he just spams this damage over time centaur over you, over and over again. It's just terrible. I mean, he's not hard to beat if you have more than one person, but if you're by yourself, it is just the worst experience I've ever had trying to fight a boss. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can do with this. Maybe I'll get fire. Go ahead and give me a fire, Spectral. Oh, okay. There she goes. I need to find some shields. Actually. Nice. Oh yeah, you soloed him? I had a hard time with that guy. I could not, with my Storm Wizard, I could not get a hit up fast enough to take him down, and I couldn't figure out how to get him to stop from spamming me with those damage over times.
You've got an instinct for saving your own hide.
I hated that guy. Yeah.
Surviving a battle is the most important part.
Okay, we are good with Mavra. Let's go find Starbladeau. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Kyle, for the assist. Appreciate it. Getting rid of all those fire shields made a huge difference in allowing me to deliver the final blow and to crush her like the worm she was. Okay. Okay, Laszlo, what you got for me? What you got for me? I'm glad you sold him.
Master of Defense is a harsh taskmaster, but if you're here now, it means you learned something. Even the strongest warrior
for sure.
cannot squeeze blood from a stone. but a student who is wise can get knowledge from a statue. This statue is one of our greatest enemies, Garrock Shaleheart. You must summon and defeat Garrock's greatest champion in combat to show that you're capable of upholding the proud military tradition of Dragonspyre.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Give me.
This crystal upon it. Concentrate for a moment. The spirit stored within it will then manifest in physical form.
Alrighty. So, very good. So, should we go ahead and summon up this guy? Or should we go ahead and do the spell quest? Choices, 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 choices. I think we're going to go ahead and just mark it, and we are going to go and let's go see Alhazared, and we're going to finish out the stream checking out the spell quest, which I think it's going to be my pet quest, but let's just make sure. Pretty sure that's what's going on. Very good. So, guys, thank you so much, everybody who stopped by on the stream, who's done some chatting and hanging out. I do appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys are going to have a great weekend. I know I've got some good plans to relax and to have some fun, but to do some work. Got to do some work. Yep. Got to do the quest. Got to do a quest. Okay. Come on, Alhazared. Pet quest, pet quest, pet quest. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Pet quest. I like getting new pets. Even though I may never train them up. Okay. Exemplary. Yes. Ooh, a new spell.
More powerful than any I have already taught.
Maybe, yeah.
I speak of the power
of Nova. Good Nova. Nova's an awesome spell.
Of balance must be appeased, however, with a grand sacrifice in return for this gift. Equilibrium must be enforced. You will likely find a grave threat in that place, and you must fight past it to find a single pure, harmonious crystal. Speak to Zenetta Storm.
Yes.
The crucible. When you have recovered a pure, harmonious crystal, bring it to me here.
Now, I'm not sure if it's going to let me in, though. That's going to be the thing. Because yeah, because if I go ahead, let's jump on the quest here. Where is it? Where is it? Nova Express. I got to get into the Crucible. I'm not sure if it's going to let me get into the Crucible. Let's see if there's a way into the Crucible. I might have to wait. Boy, that's yeah, because there is a way in the Crucible in the back, but if he doesn't, I may not be able to get there. So we're going to see. We're going to see if I can get into the Crucible. It probably won't let me away. Oh, I know. Super exciting, isn't it, Kyle? I like getting the big spells. Like for Myth, it was Orthrus, which I'll be honest with you, in the end, you know, I could live without that spell. It was good, you know, but it wasn't. I mean, it's really good for bosses that throw up shields. You have the Crucible unlocked? Because I'm not sure if I have it. I don't think it's going to let me in. I'm going to go to the door. Yeah, there's the door. And it's probably going to deny me entrance. It's funny because Mushu didn't have any problems letting me in. Ooh, it let me in. Very good. It let me in. Let's go see if we can find Zenetta Stormbreaker in the Crucible. Very nice. I wasn't expecting to get in. See, Mushu did that to me earlier. Like I had a spell quest in a part of Mushu I hadn't been to. And traditionally, or at least before, with other wizards, I couldn't get into that area until I had explored it. But Mushu let me through. And so maybe they changed that. Maybe they changed it so if you have like a quest in there, it'll let you into that area. Maybe that was something they added to they changed in that quest. That's because that's totally cool if they did, because used to be you couldn't until you actually finished. That would be a change in the game that I would applaud wholeheartedly, King's Isle, if that's the case. Fantastic. Thanks, Kyle. Apparently I was able to get in without any trouble at all. So, Very nice. It'll be interesting. Okay, what type of fight this is going to be? Ah, yes, the Crucible. Yeah, see, I would be like way farther in this than normal.
A harmonious crystal.
Uh-huh.
I've no clue. Are you sure you know
What you're doing? I love that.
The necropolis is no place. I'd recommend trying the Hall of Glory, an old and deserted town.
Okay. This is going to suck. I just have a feeling.
They sprout up like weeds.
So let's see if it's going to let me get there. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Kyle. I'll let you know if I need your help. I'm going to see if I can't get there myself. Okay, so we have to collect raw crystal cluster in the necropolis. So I'll take the back door to the necropolis now. Let's see if I can't get in there. This way. Very nice. But do you know what I mean about Dragonspyre? I mean, all the streets look the same. And I honestly think that's a negative against it. I mean, because even if it was all fresh and pretty and had like a bright blue sky and stuff, it still looked the same. I think that's a negative against it. It's not like Wizard City, where you have the different aisles and streets and they all have their own character. You know, I think that was one place where I think they kind of missed out on is them all looking very similar here in Dragonspyre. I think that kind of adds to why some people don't like it or not. Okay. Alrighty, so this looks great, doesn't it? Fire. Okay, let's change our thing. And yeah, they're not that tough. Okay, let's go. Let's get ourselves a new spell. Let's get Nova. Oh my goodness, that is a game-changing spell. Well, let's go ahead and clear out stuff I know I'm not going to use. Game changer. Nova is a game changer. I am super psyched. Oh yeah, I mean that's fantastic. You know, like I love the quick little 4-pip sandstorm spell I got, but as you can see, it takes me quite a few hits before I can like finally tear down a guy or two. So let's go ahead and get going. Very cool. Let's get this taken care of. Very cool. Lots of fun things happening here. Okay, so got a little bit in on him. Let's go ahead and they're close. Let's just get rid of these extra things here. Let's attack him again, and let's finish this up. Very cool. Okay, sorry, I was looking at something, was doing some reading, and my mind stopped working. You only use 4-pip spells. Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, 4-pip spells are the best because you can like shoot them out really quick, hit them over and over again, and when you get the chance, you can actually make them quite a bit more powerful. You know. But if you have I mean, you can do 2 4-pip spells or 1 7-pip spell in about the same amount of time. You know, what's the best way to go? Well, I would have to say, I don't know. It kind of depends. Depends on the type of damage and the type of guys you're dealing with. Oh, the Fire Kraken. Oh, I'm hoping this tower's not too long. Ouch, you had to pull out a Fire Kraken. That's just cruel. And then the pips slow down. Come on, power pips. That's why I pay you. That's why I wear all this gear. So I can get some more power pip action going on. Are you kidding me? Wow, this is wanting to drag it out, isn't it? Okay, one more. Come on. You can fizzle. I will not mind it if you fizzled. That works too, because now I can finish you off. Okay, thank you for being accommodating. I do appreciate it. Okay, hopefully the crystal cluster will be not too far away in here. But it is Dragonspyre, so it could be like 5 more levels. Oh, that's awesome. It's just too late. Thank you, pet. Queen Dakota. Alrighty, and we are in another fight. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's go for it. You should level a death and try and get Deer Knight. Well, I bet you I could go get Deer Knight now. I have a death who's already, what, level 40 or so? That would be fun. Yeah, I just haven't played my death in a while, you know. And when I was playing my death, when I started my death, I started my death years ago, and I was raising him as a dual death and ice character. So he has an ice amulet, and he's like been learning all the ice spells, and he has all the death spells too. And I even crafted the death ice combo gear so I could get, you know, both bonuses and stuff on him and everything, you know. But I haven't gone back to him for a while because there's so much to go back and pick up that they've added to the game. So I just haven't had the interest to hop back in there and do that. Okay, let's do this, and then let's hit him again. Hopefully before they can do any significant damage. I don't want to have to start this over again. I'm taking a risk here, for sure. Okay. Here we go. Sandstorm again. I got a healing card in there I can use if I need to. That's nice. Too bad this won't finish him off. So close. Hey, thank you so much. Good girl. You're an awesome battle eagle. Yeah, I knew he was going to send him in. I knew it. I saw it coming. Big old Cyclops swinging his hammer. Swing high, swing low. Okay. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's just like, is that all? But I don't want to... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and set a heal in action, because I'm not sure how many more levels of this tower are up. I do like the boost that I get with all my gear. It's really pretty nice. Yeah, there we go. So I saw that. I knew he was going to hit me with a fairly good amount of pips there. Okay, well, now my heal will actually probably get me back up to the level before I get a chance to do anything. So let's go ahead and pass that. Question is, do I want to go ahead and do another heal here in a second? I think they're just going to keep hitting me if I do. Should I use this fight to give me a... Oh my goodness. Not letting up, are they? Well, let's just do that. Let's just use this as a healing round. Because I'll be able to kill them. Oh, seriously? When do you ever fizzle a heal? Are you kidding me? Fizzling a heal. All right. It could be worse. It could be like using the storm heal, where it could only give you 10 health back versus 100 versus 1,000. That one can be kind of depressing at times. Okay. Nice. Fizzle. No. Yeah. Of course. Finish him off. Well, you know, was it worth it? Was it really worth it? There we go. One down and one more. Very good. Okay, so. Very nice. Nobody here. Okay. Let's go up another level. This is what Dragonspyre does best. Oh, thank goodness.
You carefully remove
Thank goodness.
the harmonious crystal from the wild crystal growth. It feels
fantastic.
perfectly balanced in your hand and chimes with a powerful, perfect musical
Let's
note.
go talk to our buddy Alhazared. We are so close to getting Nova. This is well worth it. Maybe I should have... Yeah, I'm glad we stopped for a moment to go get this. Okay, so... You know, after having experienced this, wouldn't it be great is... You know, I got an idea for a new... I mean, obviously they're working on new worlds already, but wouldn't a great idea be that you have an advanced school or you find advanced instructors in the next world and they take over all your instruction, you know, with new spells, new levels, call it like the 150 to 200 level arc where or something like that. That would be very cool. Something like that.
Took long enough, didn't you?
Well, oh, geez.
Well, it gave me time to take a nice nap in the sun.
Well, thank you very much.
Just getting started. The harmonious crystal is
An essence of a powerful creature, though. Okay.
In this case, I can think of no better.
Yay, the Plague Oni.
Plague Oni.
Yep.
Go and defeat the Plague Oni in Mushu.
Excellent. We get to go back to the Shirataki Temple.
Your harmonious crystal.
Thank goodness that. Okay. So let's go do this thing. So it looks like we're going to be just over on today's stream, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I want to go ahead and get this spell, and then we'll do a quick rundown on where we ended, and we'll move. Yes, Plague Oni time. I've only beaten him at least once, maybe. Yeah, it's not too tough. Whoosh, grab that. Let's go to the Shirataki Temple. And let's go take down the Plague Oni. Sounds like I'm going to a temple that's named after a mushroom. But the mushrooms, those are Shirataki. Or no, Shiitake? Oh, whatever. Can't have Nova without them, Plague God. Yep, you're right about I'm good with that. Woo. Fantastic. Back up here. So yesterday I was like collecting the rest of the yard birds in Grizzleheim so I could get my training point, and the yard bird thing has bugged out on me. It won't let me collect the last yard bird, or say the last yard bird on my list, because this has happened before. With the previous wizard, it wouldn't let me collect one of the yard birds, so I could never finish that quest. So I don't know. I mean, now that's happened to me twice on two separate wizards, you know. Yeah, there it is. Just so you know. So yeah, Grizzleheim. That's why everybody loves Grizzleheim so much. Okay, very cool. Yep. So I can't get my Grizzleheim point even though I've collected all those yard birds. Okay, here's hoping we can get through Shirataki Temple 2 a little quicker. Plague Oni, Plague Oni, Plague Oni. Oh, is it this temple? Man. Okay. Good news is we just did all this. I think we did it twice. Yep, can't get through that until you go take care of the gatekeeper. Then you can't get to the Plague Oni until you light all the different shrines. Oh, this is terrible. This is awful. This is almost worse than the tower we just had to go through. Oh my goodness. Replay. I mean, basically, we're replaying this whole temple. Wizard 101. Why? Why? Okay. Yeah. This is not good. This is not good. Wrong deck. I don't think. Hey, Kyle. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so if you want to watch somebody bumble through the Shirataki Temple, you are in the right place. I got so excited moving on, I didn't stop to look ahead. And that happens to be a balance boss. And I've got the entirely wrong deck. I mean, I can beat him in time. In time. I just don't know how much time it'll take me to beat these guys. Okay. Very good. Well, let's see here. Yep. I'm definitely going to need this. It's gonna, there we go. Backup has arrived. I mean, these guys, you know, they wouldn't be a problem otherwise. I just kind of didn't get my deck ready at the moment. Thank you, Kyle, for coming in and giving me a hand. Okay, well, let's just throw this on him. Let's see how much damage this is going to do. Ah, yes. See what happens when you get in a hurry? You don't pay attention to what you're doing, you know. Yeah, like this would be a long fight. Oh my goodness. That certainly will speed things along. Like if Kyle wasn't here, my strategy would be to get my spectral minion out and keep hitting him with 72-point hits off of my desert. I mean my sandstorm. It's doable. And I do have the reshuffle card, but boy, it would be a long fight. Oh, nice. See, a fire one came in. Very nice. Very, very nice. We like it. Okay. I'm going to keep on saving up because, you know, I'm not going to let this guy scare me. I'm going to keep hitting him. Let's do it again. Oh, yeah. Give everybody a little bit of bonus there. A little bit of charm action. He's going to smoke screen him for us. Good fire guy. Good fire guy. Awesome. Shoji, you're going down. I wand him. That actually does more damage. My wand will do more damage than my desert, than my sandstorm. What a day. What a day. Gosh, I remember when bosses actually used to take damage from their own schools. I think it was around Marleybone where that changed drastically, not in your favor anymore. Nice. Another meteor impact. Thank you, Kyle. Yep, you had our backs. Very good, very good.
Gotten the key from him.
Gosh, he was shielding Kyle and everything? God. He must have knew what was going on. Okay. Alrighty, so as I recall, we have a number of quests to do to get us to the Plague Oni. This is like a whole dungeon all over again. Gosh. Well, Nova is pretty cool though. Yeah, Nova is a very cool spell. It's well worth going through it. But after I've already been through this, you have to... In fact, this is the third time I've been in here. First time we did was when we were just going through it. Second time I had to come in here to finish a side quest, so I had to pretty much go through the whole thing again so I could summon Wavebringer so I could finish up the side quest. Right? So that was the second time I came through. And so this is now number 3. Yeah. So, yeah, loving it. Just loving it. Okay. Okay, let's go talk to Din Ho. Because to get to the Plague Oni, we gotta talk to Din Ho. I mean, Din Ho's a good guy. We're okay with him.
We will now purify the water, but first we must dispatch Haru. He holds the gate key. defeat Haru, and open the temple gate.
Time to go get Haru out. I'm just gonna walk there. I'm just gonna walk there. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the Plague Oni is the guy in there we have to go fight. From what I remember. Oh, and I need a whole bunch of black lotuses for my crafting quest. That works out just fine. Very, very nice. Okay, so anybody have anything planned for the weekend? I know a lot of us are locked up, or not locked up, but we're staying indoors and we're staying at our homes and everything. Anybody have something fun? Level 47, nice job. Go, Kyle. So love to hear what your plans are for the weekend, or have you guys come up with anything fun to do? I know tonight is going to have a little bit of a family night. We're going to have dinner here at the house, and we're going to pull a game out, and I'm going to get my kids, and we're all going to play a game, and it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, they'll gripe about it, but they'll enjoy it. Both. It'll be both ways, you know, so that'll be good. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be working. Okay, so let's make sure I have the right deck on this time. There we go. That's the one I want. Even has the right shields in it, ready to go. Well, almost the right shields. Do I need any more shields? Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. The Ronin Blademaster and Haru. Okay, Haru, let's do this. Let's get this over with so I can go ahead and open up that thing. Then I can be Wavebringer, then I can go back, then I can go back again, then I come back again, and go back and go back and come back again. Yeah, I'm loving it. Okay. Take this Blade Master. Bam. How's those? Okay, and now we'll take down Haru too. He won't be any trouble. First, the Ronin Blade Master must go. Done this a couple times. Okay. Haru won't be any big deal. No problem at all. Nothing we can't handle. Okay, let's save up some pips. His health isn't too terrible. What is it? 1,700, 1,900? I think it's right around there. We can one-shot him here pretty quick. Just gotta wait for a few pips to level up. Yeah, he's sitting at 1850. 1850. Gosh, I don't even think I'm going to need to wait that long. Let's throw some shields. Some traps on him. Oh man, he trolled me. You got that? Or I get that? I've been thinking about that one all day. Okay, so let's throw another shield on him. Good girl, Dakota, Queen Dakota. Fantastic. Let's get these up. Very good. I like seeing all the yellow there, all those pips. Feel like, you know, we're in a race to see how quickly we can get all of our stuff up. Let's go ahead and add one more blade up, and then we'll one-shot him. Ooh, a bat. Well, I got two ladies. Let's go ahead and try one. He saw that coming. He was all, what can I do to stop him? Yep, you can go ahead and do that, apparently. Oh, the frog. Well, you know. The frog's not that big of a deal. I'll just have to take a bath here. Very good. Okay. You can tell it streams over a little longer. I'm getting a little tired. I'm going to have to take a break here after this, get something to eat. And Judgment comes in. There we go. And we have such a great pet. She's such a good girl.
Collect the key from Haru.
Okay, let's go now. Let's open the gate. Then we can talk to Wavebringer. Of course, talking to Wavebringer means you gotta defeat Wavebringer. But I'm kind of used to that by now. Okay. I'm hoping I don't have to go run around and light all the candles again. I can't remember. I do know I have to complete the whole thing. I just can't remember if this is the one with all the candle lighting. I think that might be a different one. So I'm holding out some hope that when I get into here, yep, it opens. Oh, let's talk to Denho. Yeah, I'm gonna have to light candles. Okay.
Now to summon Wavebringer. This
Jade
water
Scepter.
spirit guards the entrance to the river temple. Use the Jade Scepter on the 4 shrines to summon Wavebringer.
Here we go. 4 shrines to summon Wavebringer. Okay, that's fine. I wonder if I can like walk around them and not fight. That'd be kind of nice. Just to kind of, not fight any of them. Maybe since this is the 3rd time I've done this dungeon. You think maybe? Okay. Jump the bar. Here we go. Now wants me. Stop. Arrows. There we go. And okay. Let's see if it'll let me just... I knew it wasn't going to work. Okay. Let's take these guys out. Boom. Right away. Sandstorm in the face. Not bad. Now, if we had a bigger thing, if we had an enchant card for that, we could probably, with bonuses and a blade, we could do 1 strikes on guys like these. Ah, the bats are back. Here they come. And boom. Let's go and... Oh, come on. Come on, Pips. Don't let me down. I've got 4 of these to do. But Nova's worth it. And I think I also get the pet too. So what they'll do is they'll give me Nova and the Hydra pet. And then I'll decide what I want to do with that. Hydra pet, not so pretty. I mean, my eagle. Love the way my eagle looks. Hydra pet, doesn't look so good. No. Okay, here we go. 1 shrine. Done and dusted. 1 shrine done and dusted. Okay. Now let's go use the fire shrine. 3 more to go. Arrows, do not let me down and help me not get drawn into a fight. I've already got enough fights. Don't need any extra fights. Ah, yes. This one's an actual boss. So let's go ahead and let's go to our deck for bosses. Okay, so we got to beat out Zaneki, the rank 6 boss. Very good. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I got the wrong shields on me. But let's go ahead and take out the infected villager first. We'll wand him a couple times so I get enough pips to crush him. And then we'll take Zaneki down. Really? It will let me into the plague? Into the plage? I spelled plague really wrong there, didn't I? I didn't think it would let me into the plague Oni. I just did not think it would let me in without defeating Waybringer. Yeah, I just wasn't sure about that. Okay. Oh, man. Weakness? Really? Oh, sorry. I'm not even sending that to him. Jeez. I'm awful at this stuff. I thought I had to dispatch. I had to get rid of Wave Ringer. Yep. Okay. There we go, Kyle. Austin Moon. Let's get rid of this. There we go. Very good. Okay. Well, should be enough. Let's see if it does it. Finish him off. Okay, well, I'm in this fight anyway, so I'm going to finish this one off. And I might just zip back over there and see if he'll let me through. Yeah, if that doesn't kill him, I don't know. Honestly, I should have done more damage to him. Even with the resist, that should finish him off. Okay, now we can do some real fighting here. That we got that guy out of the way. Let's get that out of the way and then that out of the way. I really don't need that guy. Let's add that guy there. Nice. So if he actually uses his schools. I bet you he's right. I bet you he's right. So we are going to explore that option here very closely once we get done with Zaneki here. Save myself some time. Now all we have to do is wait for pips. Good girl. Okay. So. Ah, yes. The fun of working through dungeons. Good times. Nice. Let's go ahead and add this one to him just for fun. And then we'll finish him off. Especially since he took all that time to get rid of all my fire shields. Okay, this should probably kill him. Without any trouble at all. Very nice. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and change the quest back to the Nova quest. Let's go defeat the Plague Oni. Nice. Okay, well, everybody who's been hanging out and who's still here on the stream, thank you so much. We are about to get ourselves a brand new spell, hopefully very quickly here. Once again, if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, Kimmy Say Gaming at YouTube, you can catch all of my replays for the streams as well as my Let's Play for Minecraft and any other games that I decide to go ahead and play with and start using. I'm looking at some other things to try to add into the repertoire. Hopefully, have a few more Let's Plays, so I'm pretty excited about that. Yes, it does. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle or Austin Moon, my friend. I was able to go in as soon as it's done loading it in. Yep. Like the whole ninja cutscene is pretty cool. Yeah. And you got the cow, samurais. Very, very cool. It's okay, you can do it. You can do it, Wiz. Let me in. Let me defeat the Pelagoni, please. Thank you. And we have to go through the whole fight again. Okay. Let's just adjust this, get out the things I don't need. And let's knock these guys out. Whew, very good. Okay, now. Diseased water spirit. He will go down pretty quick and easy, so let's go ahead and let's start prepping Hideyoshi so we can get rid of him first. Hideyoshi. Okay. Goodbye, diseased water spirit. Thank you for playing. Game is now over for you. Ooh, I like the twirl you gave me there, Queen Dakota. Nice. Nice acrobatics in the air. I mean, for a pet that has to, like, pretty much stand in place all the time, you do a lot of neat stuff. Okay. Ooh. Not liking that. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. If I play this right, I may not get much damage at all. Amazing how the game changes the more you play it. Ah, he's an ice guy. Extra damage on him. Serves you right for throwing a weakness on me. Okay. Let's go ahead and start saving up a few pips. We should be able to take him out pretty quickly. So let's lock this stuff on. We'll go ahead and use some 0 pip charms. And seriously, you're going to drag it out. Guess I'll have to drag it out too. My goodness, had to throw the tower shield up. Ice bosses. I mean, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, ice bosses. Ooh. I'm glad I threw that shield up when I did. Well, there you go. Get out of your system, Ice Wyvern. I've always thought that was such a great school. Really disappointed me when they made like a fire and a storm variation of it. It was like, oh, but that was such a unique spell. Why would you do such a thing like that? Why did you do that? Okay. Let's just buff this up so that we can just totally kill him with one shot. Because we can do that. We have the power. We have the ability. We have the way. Ooh, ice snaking me right away? Yeah, that was another one I was kind of disappointed that they made elemental versions of that spell, because that was such a cool ice spell. You know, it's like I don't think it really needed to be anything but an ice spell. Okay. Save up for a couple more pips, and we should have this one in the bag before he attacks me again. There we go. One more pip and we'll attack. And we might just be able to take him down. Oh. That was the sound of me crying inside when the weakness got thrown up at me. Okay, well, let's just do what we can do then. No point in crying over spilled milk, right? Jeez, a -50. Terrible. Gosh, he would have been so toast. Okay. Ooh, okay. So... Sheesh. Honestly. If I get 2 rounds, he's done. And then we got to fight the Plague Oni. Because you only get the Plague Oni once you defeat this guy. Oh my goodness. It's dragging it out. Where are my power pips? Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, would I be able to wipe him out this way? 3 plus 3 plus... Is it worth trying? Yes, it's worth trying. Just to end it. Oh. I think the game did not want me to get that hit in. Literally. It did everything it could to drag that out. Now it's like, whatever. Doesn't matter anymore? Nope. Doesn't matter anymore. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Yes. I sometimes I wonder if stuff like that's built in the game. Oh, we want to get a hit in. Don't let him do it. Fizzle him. Jeez. Ay, ay, ay. This is meant to be really quick. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's been a while. Awesome. Squeaky Tire. I've been doing great. So happy to see you hopping in and saying hi on the stream. I've been doing great. Started this new stream series. Yes, we're using it. In which I have been playing with my new balance wizard. Started him about 3 weeks ago, and we're going to take him all the way to the top. So we're going to keep streaming until we get him all the way through. So we're right now a third of the way through Dragonspyre, and I'm doing a spell quest to get Nova. Oh, now you give me the spell. Thank you, Queen Dakota. I do appreciate it.
Hideyoshi crumples to the ground.
Yes, and yes. Okay. So awesome. How have you been doing? It's awesome to see you in chat there. Oh no, I did the wrong thing. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No. Yeah. Hey, is Austin still on? Let's see here. Could use an assist if you aren't too busy. Oh, I totally screwed that up. Okay. Very cool. Make some myth soloing videos. I could do that. I haven't done myth for a while. I'd love to do some myth soloing stuff. That'd be fun. Okay, good, good. So, yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we can. Let's see here. Ooh, this sucks. Wrong deck. I forgot that I'm porting. I'm hoping. Hey, hey. Oh, why Janie? I mean, Janiel. Janiel, like Daniel. Awesome. Very awesome to see you again in stream. Thank you for saying hi. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Squeaky Tire. Super good. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. Now Kyle's here. Now we can defeat this boss now that I, didn't screw it up too bad. Okay. So, let's throw some stuff on him. Very good. Well, I've been doing great. Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun. Been streaming a lot since we have this extra time at home, which is great. I'm almost have affiliate here on Twitch, so I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to take my channel to the next level. Of course, with all you guys logging in, saying hi, and checking in, that's been really fantastic. So it's been a really good couple weeks, even though I've been stuck at the house and been working from home and stuff. Buff me up. I'm going hardcore. Okay, you got it. I will hand them to you. Okay. let me know when you. I got a feint to throw on the Plague-Oni too. So I'm going to start throwing you some blades, and I'll throw the feint out when you're ready to hit. That's awesome. Hopefully it's extended. Yeah, I think it will actually. I think the way the numbers have been looking, I should hit affiliate in a couple more streams, especially since we've been having some good follows and jumping in. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then my YouTube channel has been growing some more too, so I'm excited to continue to boost that up as well. So I know later tonight I'll be streaming some of my Minecraft Let's Play again, so that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue to boost him up. So I'm pretty excited. So that's awesome, Squeaky Tire. And Daniel, thank you for hopping in on the stream and saying hi. Appreciate it. Hopefully your afternoons are going well. Anybody got something fun that they're doing this weekend? As much fun as you can, since some of you are probably shelter in place, aren't leaving the house or the yard. You know, some of you might not leave the computer station. You know, I know I'm going to be working on some plumbing stuff tomorrow morning over by our bathtub. It has a little bit of a leak, so I'm going to see if I can't get that figured out. Okay, let's go ahead and throw it. Let's see how big of a hit we can do the Plague-Oni. I'm going to go ahead and toss the feint on him now. Let's see. Let's see here. Here's where Balance can be super cool as a support character. He can really buff up a regular character's attack and everything if you have all the right spells loaded up. Okay, here he goes. Let's see how big this meteor storm can be. Could we wipe him out in one hit? Maybe. Just could be. Ah, Pirate 101. That's nice. Oh, well, thank you for hopping on just before you head out. That's pretty awesome. Pirate 101. I've never tried that.
Eventually, the two colors balance.
Thank you, Kyle. That's awesome. Let's see her. Very nice. Good strike. I'm going to head now to my buddy Alhazared and get my spell. Very good. Ah, grocery store. Pirate 101. You know, that's pretty cool. Are they... So... I haven't messed with Pirate 101. Are they still updating that pretty regular and keeping that game going? I would think they are. I just haven't heard much about it for a while. Except for you know, the people who end up playing it for getting into it. I've never actually ever played the game, so interesting. Ah, Alhazared. Finally, Nova. Wonder where he's going to send me next. Not really? Yeah, I'm just not that familiar with the game with all they do in it and stuff. So it's I'm interested. Okay, Alhazared.
See what you've got there.
Okay.
It looks as if the harmonious crystal has harmonized.
Very good. Thank you.
We're only halfway through.
Are you serious?
Are you getting impatient? That's
not the end of the arc in 2017, which was part 2 of Another World. No major updates since then. That's interesting.
This next task, though, is
Valencia. I know they mentioned that here in Wizard 101. That's where the monkeys are from. Jared Banks.
Ask him to mount the harmonious crystal in the golden case.
Okay, at least I'm not going to have to fight anything. Okay. So, let's go to Marleybone. Yeah, so 2017. Wow, that's been a while since the major update. You'd think they might have slowed down. You know, they wouldn't have slowed down on that. Well, you know, I guess you got to keep your developers on what's bringing in the money, and you got to make smart choices about that. Hopefully, King Zyle is going to be doing that continually, making some smart choices. Very good. Okay, Jared Banks, let's do this thing.
Oh my, that's the most impressive piece of crystal I've seen since that young clerk from Kent brought in Oh, don't worry, no charge. I enjoy what...
Mr. Banks takes the
Thank goodness he's not sending me to go do something.
There you go. It's a real piece of artwork.
Thank God.
The combination of that crystalline setting. Be careful with it. You don't want to damage such a priceless object.
Okay, that could have been a lot worse than what it was. Maybe I should have left like a thing there by old Alhazared. That way I wouldn't have to, like, take the boat. Take the boat. Well, let's go here. Awesome. Almost over. Very cool. There's the boat. Alhazred, do you have my spell ready for me? Wonder where he's going to send me, because they always send you somewhere to summon something, which is fine. I like that. I like those cut sequences, especially ones I haven't seen yet. Jared Banks. Their names are hilarious.
Let me see that young wizard.
Oh, Banks. Oh, yes,
Banks
yes.
has outdone himself this time. It's his finest work.
One in a million.
It's time for you to make an offering to
okay.
the forces of balance.
Harmonious crystal in the gold casing to the Crocosphinx.
Casing to the Crocosphinx. When you get to the Crocosphinx, you must throw
at the foot. Okay. And smash it. That's fantastic. Yep, I see pet, card, nice. Okay, well, I'm glad the second half of this wasn't nearly as drug out as the first half. Okay, Crocosphinx is like right here. I have to go to his foot. Okay, so
You heft the priceless harmonious crystal and hurl it at the cross.
oh, there's judgment. Cool.
Wizard of Balance. Your offering has been judged as equal in value to that which you seek.
Very nice.
Go now to our servant, your teacher Alhazred, and he will teach you this mighty
About time. Oh, yeah. We are in the money now. Woo! Very cool. Okay. Well, I was expecting something bigger than that. Oh, well. I'll take what I can get, right? Okay, let's learn the spell. I'm ready.
It certainly took you a while. I wondered if you had gotten lost.
You're so good.
Excellent work.
Very good. Nice.
You've certainly earned this power nova spell. Use it to serve the forces of balance whenever it is cast.
Fantastic. We have a new pet, a Hydra. Very cool. We'll look at them. I don't think we'll change over, but that's very, very nice. And now, and then let's take a look at our new spell. Ooh, there it is. It's already been loaded in. Okay. To all enemies. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah. This is, yes. Okay. This is going to be a great thing. Okay, guys. So like how we've been doing it at the end of the stream, we're going to go ahead and go through a quick specs checkup and see where we ended up. When we started today, we were at level 40. I think it was 47. So we only gained one level today. We did a lot of running around. Fantastic. Everything's gone up like usual all across everything. Nothing crazy. Let's take a look at our power pips percentage. Went up 1%. That's fantastic. And most of all, we got ourselves a new spell, plenty of gold, and a full inventory that we need to start selling stuff. So guys, I want to say thank you very much for stopping in. Everybody, new faces and old faces, thanks for heading into the stream. I appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoys your afternoon and enjoys your weekend. I'll definitely be streaming at least another balance over the weekend, and maybe I can get Kimberly Smash, and we're going to do some dual streaming together with our Myth and her Storm guy. So, and don't forget, I do have Minecraft stuff. So if you like that, Minecraft streaming will be happening over the weekend, along with maybe even a new Let's Play video. So everybody have a great time and a great weekend. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And bye-bye.